Hey guys, this is Ty. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Today I wanted to take a little break from the 7-Day Commitment Challenge by Trent, or the Rare Breed Commitment Challenge. I wanted to talk about specific tips and tools you can use to be successful with online classes. Yes, from experience, yes, it's a little challenging. You can do it. I have faith in you. This year is going to be your year to be successful in school. You got it. First thing, make sure it doesn't matter whether you're in college or high school, middle school, pre-K, kindergarten, etc. Please make sure you're up to date with your emails, anything your teacher emails you or text you. Make sure you have everybody's contact information you need to contact, from tutors to teachers, everything. So if you have a question, you're able to get to them immediately. That would be the first thing. Make sure you're up to date on your emails. Make sure you're up to date on your content, materials you're learning specifically for that week or for next week, depending. Make sure you're up to date on what's due and when it's due, and etc. My second tip, make sure you have good internet connection. That's probably the most important. You need internet in order to be successful right now, currently in school, if you are not going in person. You definitely need a good internet connection. You need to make sure you're up to date on your internet bills, etc. Make sure you're up to date with that. Make sure if you have an issue with your internet, please contact whoever your provider is immediately to make sure they get that fixed. I have a backup. I have Wi-Fi, well, hotspot, mobile hotspot on my phone. So just in case if the internet cuts out, like any second, maybe, if it cuts out at any moment, bam, I can turn on my hotspot. I can use it. Yes, I have unlimited amounts. I try to use it as less as possible when it's like really, really needed and I have no internet. So that's another. Third tip, make sure your homework space is a space where A, you're not too comfortable, and B, not where you sleep. It definitely isn't a good idea to work in a place where normally you go to sleep at, because the more often that you're in that area, the more likely you'll like to relax and want to chill out and not finish the assignment or content that you need to get done. So I would say get an uncomfortable spot, or make sure that A, it's somewhat comfortable, but not to the point where you just want to lay down or relax or chill, like it's chill time. You get what I'm saying? So that's the third tip. Fourth tip, make sure your computer is charged and make sure you have enough time to submit your assignments in before the due date. So last semester, we'll just use the last semester example. So all my assignments were due at 11:55 p.m. I would try to submit my assignments between 10:30. So I at least have an extra hour if I notice a spelling error or something didn't upload or I'm having internet issues. I'm able to A, contact my teacher at least before the deadline, or, pardon me, or if you're having complications or issues with uploading, I would say email the teacher the night before, because don't do it the day of, because they may not see it or they are off. Because, for example, most of my assignments were due on Sunday, so there's no way my teacher couldn't see it until Monday. So make sure if you're having issues with uploading or etc., do it either the day before or the couple hours before. If you're having an issue, email them during their time the times that they are working. I would definitely say that. Number 5, please don't be afraid to use tutors. Please don't be afraid to ask questions. It is okay to ask questions. It is okay to get help from other people. It is okay to do that. So please do that. That is very, that will benefit you with your content or criteria that you are learning right now. So please make sure you have the tutor contact information. Make sure that it's the right tutor for the correct content that you are learning. And 3, make sure to attend, actually 2, excuse me, 2. Make sure you're on time for your tutor sessions. Make sure you're on time. Make sure everything that you need to get done before your tutor session is done. Bathroom breaks. Make sure you have water. You know, it's very important that you have water on there if you're going to be talking for an hour and a half to 2 hours. So please make sure you have water. Make sure everything, bathroom, etc., is done. Kind of like how you prep for a test, basically. Make sure you have your materials right there, your book, your notebook, your pencils, your pens, whatever you like writing with, make sure you have right in front of you. Number 6, if you're having a Zoom meeting or if you're making YouTube videos or in a Zoom meeting, we'll just say Zoom meeting. If you're having a Zoom meeting, make sure your mic and your camera works. Because a lot of interviews and a lot of tours and a lot of informative sessions are being held on Zoom now. So make sure you're clear, your microphone is clear, it works. They do have a test your mic and your camera before you even start the meeting. So please check that out. It only takes a couple of seconds to make sure that you can A, hear yourself, B, you can hear what's going on, and C, you're able to be able to physically be there for that meeting. Number 7, make sure that you have all your classroom materials and your classroom supplies. So let's say I have bio. 1, I'm gonna need my bio book, obviously. Number 2, I'm gonna need a notebook because I need to take notes. Number 3, I need a pen and pencil for sure. Number 4, if an assignment or worksheet they're going over during the Zoom meeting, I would say fill that out while they're doing it. Hopefully, your teachers save their recordings. If not, my best advice is to listen to what's really important during that Zoom meeting, because some people have a hard time listening and writing stuff down. But I want you to make sure you pay attention to the Zoom meeting. If something important like, oh, test is next week, you should write that down. Or, oh, you need to know this for the test. They say that, that's a hint, like, pay attention, write it down, it's gonna be on the test. So do that. Number 8, make sure you have a really good sleeping schedule and times for you to be able to do your homework. So make sure you manage that, make sure you're up early enough. I know college students, we don't like waking up early. I know, but you gotta get up early. You gotta definitely get your sleep. The earlier you wake up, the more time you have for your hobbies, your fun time, etc. So earlier you wake up, the more, like my grandmother says, the early bird catches the worm. So the earlier you wake up, the more time you have and the more ability and room you have for fun and etc. So I'd say make sure you wake up early. I wouldn't say like 6 a.m. That's just ridiculous. But at least 9, 10:30, maybe 11. If you're not really a morning person, it's okay. I'm not a morning person. I try to the best of my ability. It never works. So yeah. Number 9, me. I always like keeping a bottle of water. This is water. Keeping a bottle of water near me while I am doing my homework. Make sure I'm hydrated. and I have enough fluids in me to make sure I'm able to function and be successful, but also make sure, number two, make sure you take breaks when you are doing your homework or anything. It's good to take like a 10, 15-minute break. It helps you to recharge, really think about the question that you're struggling on, and come back to it. But don't take an hour and a half break, because if you take really long and strenuous breaks, you're not going to want to go back to the assignment or activity you were wanting to complete. So make sure you take short enough breaks. If you got to put a timer on, I know a majority of people have a phone. Please use it. Please use your phone if you got to put a timer on. It's okay. I do it all the time. So it's very helpful. Number 10, my best advice, my number 10 is that you do your best. And if you're struggling with a question, just get through it. It's going to take a minute for you to figure it out. Go, come back, figure it out. You can do it. I would definitely say be determined and persistent on your homework. Be really focused on your homework. I know a lot of people don't like homework, but you got to do it. Um, Sometimes it helps you in the long run. Depends. Back in high school, actually, we had to fill out a Subway application, and it took me a couple tries because I tried to cut corners and I tried to cross out things, and I messed up on my writing. It was hard. I have good writing. It's just I didn't write big enough for it to be legible to see. So it took me a couple tries to get it. So some things for homework can help you. Some things, it depends whether you need it or not. You decide what's useful and what's not useful, but do your homework. I'm not telling you to choose what's homework useful and what's not. Still do your homework. It can help you in the long run. So, yeah. Number 11, um, I'd make sure after you're done studying to take some time to do your favorite hobby or activity you like to do, or take some time to really um, wind down or cool off. To really get, like, if you finish a Zoom meeting, take some time to yourself to really wind down and then start your next task. I would definitely say that. But yeah, those are my 11 tips. If you have any more tips, comment down below. I will try to incorporate them in my next upcoming video. If there's any tips I missed, comment down below and let me know. But I think those are the best tips for you to be successful this year. Stay positive, keep your head up. Everyone has a good evening.